Hey everyone, how's it going? So I wanted to talk to you today about my BNVD I. That stands for Binocular Night Vision Device, and the G stands for Gain Control. And a lot of people use that as a generic term, but that's the actual name for these night vision. This is made by Night Vision Depot. I've had this for about 6 to 8 months, I can't remember. But I've had this unit for quite a while now, and I've actually just really fallen in love with it. I originally wanted to try to find something that's as close as I could get to PVS 31s, and this pretty much fit the bill. There's nothing else really like this, which I really like. So I can go over some of the features and the specifications about this. I'll probably hit the specifications first and get it out the way. So first things first, this is a Gen 3 unit. It's not Gen 2 or Gen 1. This is a Gen 3 unit. It has a field of view of 40 degrees. It's not magnified, but it can be. You can just attach adapters to the end of the lens and they'll magnify. So you have dual knob gain control, and I'll go into why this is actually really cool later on in the video. But you have these two knobs back here that will adjust the brightness. It has an eye relief of 25 millimeters. It's submersible up to 66 feet, so you can pretty much go diving up to 66 feet with this unit. It has a focus range of 9.8 inches to infinity. It only takes a single AA battery. It has 40 plus hours with a lithium battery of total runtime. It only weighs 22 ounces without the batteries, and the size, while it's listed on their website, is 5 inches long, 5 inches wide, and 3 inches high. That kind of all changes when you start adding things and just kind of manipulating the device. You know, obviously it's not 5 inches anymore. It becomes a little bit different, or 3 inches tall, because clearly it's a little bit smaller than that. But the actual length of it is 4.5 without these accessories. So 4.5 inches long, and as far as the height, as I said, that changes. So this is the only thing that doesn't really change, is the length, because while these do adjust, they don't adjust to a horrendous amount where you would ever use it to the full extent. So as you can see, I do have a couple accessories on here. I have the Butler Creek flip-up lens caps, and those are just go on the lenses, and I have some custom Lexan that I cut for it. You can probably see that in the video, just like the reflection. But yeah, that's just to protect against BB impacts. I did not cut holes at the end of this, just because I don't ever plan to. And the little protectors on the back, I actually popped them out and super glued Lexan on those instead, so these can come off if I want to. Just a simple, pressure fit, and it comes off, and then you got the bare lens exposed. But I like to protect that, so I put this little lens protector on it. It just clicks in. If I can get it, there you go. So it just clicks in, and you're good to go. Nice and protected. So this housing is actually made by Delrin. It's CNC'd from Delrin, and what Delrin is, it's a very dense plastic. Same thing the Mod 3s are made out of, as far as the housing goes, and the Sentinels. So you're gonna get incredible durability with this. I've taken, BB hits to this, and as you can see, there's not a single ding whatsoever. So in the front, you have the adjustable flood IR, which is pretty neat. So it uses something like the PVS 7 adapter. This is actually a PVS 7 little piece, and this just pops right off if you don't need it. And then you have a off, on, and on with the underscore, as well as a IR with underlined. And what that is your settings. So you have off, which is in now. You can flip it to on. You can flip it again to on, that's underlined, and that does, I don't know if you can hear it, but that little rattling is there's a little ball bearing in here. and they would work just like an Anvis. So when you flip them up on your nods, or on your helmet, the ball bearing falls down and it turns off your nods. So you're not just like looking up at the ceiling at a bright light possibly if you didn't have the caps. And then when you flip it back down, it turns back on, which is a pretty neat feature, and that's usually the setting I run it on. And then the IR, you actually, it might be hard to see, but you could possibly see it. It actually says pull right down there, and you actually just pull this out a little bit, and then you flip it, and that's what turns the IR on. So it actually has two little bungee loops, CNC'd right into the housing, one on each end, and I actually just tied in some paracord on this side that's actually coming loose. But I've been meaning to change that out to something else anyway. You have your adjustment knobs on the back here, as well as the giant knob up front, and that changes. So you have a dovetail top, and that's actually how all of the newer binoculars are, is it's all dovetail. They don't have the old bayonet style anymore. Something I quickly wanted to hit on too, before I get too much into this anymore, is the little case it comes with. It comes in this really nice, it's kind of hard to see from the video because I got it so close up, but it comes in this really nice padded case, and it comes with a bunch of accessories. So you have these bikini lens covers, which I took them off for the time being because I just don't need them. It also comes with the little rubber eye cups. I don't have them in this bag, I got them in another bag, but it comes with little rubber eye cups on here. I took those off, I don't need those. Okay, and we have the Sacrificial Lenses. These come with the kit, by the way, and the Butler Creek flip-ups do not. But it comes with Sacrificial Lenses in here, as well as the binocular night vision device instruction manual, as well as a quick reference guide. So this is pretty cool. But it's all in here. I'll actually open this up. You can get a really close view on it. It has a very extensive manual, which is pretty interesting to read. So there's 71 pages, I think. Yeah, 71 pages total. And I'm not going to flip through this because it's quite boring, I'm sure, for most of you. But it has a lot of cautions and warnings, and it tells you how to use it and the different kinds of binoculars it comes with, or that they make. So they have like a single gain as well as a no gain binocular. But it's pretty cool. Some different mounts, a helmet setup that they offer, and how to adjust that, how to adjust your focus ring, your eyepiece, all that good stuff. And it tells you how to the maintenance checks as well, so that's pretty cool. It has all that. But that's enough for the manual. You have right here, we have cleaning cloths. So that's in there. There's quite a few in there. Premium grade optical tissues. Like I said, and these are still in the package because I haven't used them, but these are, you got sacrificial windows for the front. I don't need them because I have my own Lexan with the Butler Creeks. And you have the quick reference guide, so this is what you would have like in your kit if you not familiar with these a lot. It will show you how to use these and what all the settings mean and all that other good stuff. So I'll just set all that to the side because I'm not going to touch it anymore. But so I've had these for quite a while now. I've used them. I've got about I'd say about 30 to 40 hours on them. The tubes I have in here are, again, Gen 3 tubes. They're very clean tubes. I hope to have some night vision videos for you shortly. I might add some video of this through the tube as well, but I kind of just want to stick with the housing mainly, and the features of this. So as I said before, I wanted something that's as close as I could get to a PVS 31, and this is pretty much fits the bill. So the biggest feature that I really like is how far you could adjust each tube. So these can adjust all the way out to the point where you can still have these nods flip down and have them running like this. And this is my preferred method of running them, just for the fact that I have more situational awareness of where my nod is and its profile. So if I have them flipped up, it's much more likely for me to bang into a doorway or hit something basically with it, because they're floating in front of my head as opposed to being in front of my eyes. So just kind of, you know, doing all your other tasks and everything like that, it's much easier for me. The only downside is my helmet tends to want to like bow down a little bit and kind of tilt forward, but that's easily remedied with a decent counterweight, so it becomes, you know, not an issue. But it's really cool to have these being able to flip up. So if you wanted to run a monocular in whatever eye you want, you could flip the one up. You could adjust the gain all the way down, so it basically turns the tube off, and have this one set to how you want it, and just run it like a monocular like this. So if you wanted to, you know, take a look through thermal and do all that other cool stuff, it's great for like hog hunting and everything like that, or people hunting, whatever you want to do, or whatever your profession is, you can do so. So that's what I really like about this unit. And it has a laser type IR, so it puts out a very small signature, but it gives the end user a very high intensity of light. And as I said, it's adjustable. But yeah, that's pretty much just a quick review of my BNVDs. I use these quite a lot, as I said. They can go on any dovetail mount, such as you see here. This is a Wilcox mount, and the mount is, as I said, built into the unit, so it sits in like so. See my nice little Griffin's Industries patch. Flip it down and go to town. I'm going to put a link down in the description below where you can find this unit. I'll put a link directly to Night Vision Depot's website. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to leave them. Make sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe. I'm going to put a link down in the description below to my Facebook page as well as my Instagram. And as always, have a good one. So here in my backyard is where I wanted to end this review. I obviously can't end a night vision review without a video looking through the tube. So here that is. So just in case you guys want to take a look at that. And you know, I wanted to give a quick shout out to my buddy Saint Killer One. You know, hashtag Grozny, hashtag never forget, hashtag conspiracy theories, hashtag boxer battles. Keep that shit real.